It was supposed to be a routine night shift. Just a quiet hotel, a few late check-ins, and hours of silence. But at 2:17 a.m., the phone rang. The call came from room 307. The only problem: that room had been empty for 3 years. If you enjoy true horror stories, subscribe and turn on notifications. Tonight's story still haunts employees of a roadside hotel in northern Ohio. According to staff records, it actually happened. Part 1. The Night Shift. Back in 2018, Danielle Carter worked the overnight shift at the Maple Grove Inn. It wasn't a big place, just 3 floors, a vending machine, and a lobby that smelled like old carpet and coffee. Danielle liked the night shift. Most nights were quiet, guests slept, roads were empty, and only the elevator ding broke the silence. But there was one strange rule: never assign anyone to room 307. The manager simply said, "That room is under maintenance." Danielle never questioned it until the night the phone rang. Part 2. The call. At exactly 2:17 a.m., the desk phone lit up. The screen displayed room 307. Danielle frowned. That was impossible. No one had stayed in that room for years. He picked up the phone. "Front desk, this is Danielle." For a few seconds, there was only silence. Then, a woman's voice whispered, "Please, help me." Danielle straightened in his chair. "Ma'am, are you okay?" But the voice sounded distant, like it was coming through water. "He's still here." The line suddenly went dead. Danielle stared at the phone. Maybe someone had entered the room. Maybe a guest had gone inside by mistake. So he grabbed the master key card and headed upstairs. Part 3. The hallway. The third-floor hallway was dimly lit. Half the lights were off to save electricity. The carpet muffled Daniel's footsteps as he walked toward room 307. Everything felt wrong. The air was colder than the rest of the hotel, and the hallway was completely silent. Then he noticed something strange. The door to room 307 was slightly open. Just a crack. Daniel slowly pushed it open. The room was dark, empty, no luggage, no guest. Just dusty furniture and a bed that hadn't been used in years. Daniel sighed. Maybe the phone system had glitched. But then he heard something from the bathroom, a faint, dripping sound. Part 4. The bathroom. Daniel stepped inside. The bathroom door was half open. The dripping sound echoed softly in the room. Drip, drip, drip. He pushed the door open. The sink faucet was running, but the water wasn't clear. It was dark, almost black. Daniel quickly turned it off. And that's when he noticed something on the mirror. Words, written in condensation. 3 simple words. "He is behind you." Daniel froze. Slowly, very slowly, he turned around. But the room was empty, or so he thought. Part 5. Shadow. As Daniel stepped back toward the door, the hallway light flickered for just a second, and in that brief flash of light, he saw something reflected in the television screen. A figure standing behind him, tall, motionless. Daniel spun around. Nothing was there. The room was still empty, but then the bathroom faucet turned on again, by itself. Drip, drip, drip. Daniel ran. Part 6. The security footage. When Daniel got back to the lobby, he checked the security cameras. At first, everything looked normal. The empty hallway, the closed door to room 307. Then Daniel rewound the footage to when he entered the room. And that's when he saw it. As he walked inside, something else walked in right behind him. A tall, dark shape, almost human. But its movements were wrong, jerky and natural. And worst of all, it never left the room. Part 7. The truth. The next morning, Daniel told the hotel manager everything. The manager didn't look surprised. Instead, he sighed and pulled out an old newspaper article. 3 years earlier, a woman had been found dead in room 307. She had called the front desk that night, saying someone was inside her room. But when staff arrived, they found her alone. dead in the bathroom. The police never found anyone else. But the strangest part, the phone records showed multiple calls from room 307 that night, even after the woman was already dead. Part 8. The final recording. Daniel quit the job a week later, but before he left, he copied one last thing from the security system. An audio recording from the phone call, the one he answered at 2:17 a.m. When investigators enhanced the audio, they discovered something terrifying. The woman's whisper wasn't the only voice on the call. There was another voice right behind her, a deep voice, barely audible, repeating the same sentence over and over. "Don't turn around." To this day, room 307 at the Maple Grove Inn is still closed. Staff say that sometimes, in the middle of the night, the front desk phone still rings, and the caller ID always shows the same thing. Room 307. Would you have answered that call? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more true horror stories, subscribe to the channel, because the next story might be even worse.